Here's a quick rundown of today's top stories. Tuesday, April 1st. House leader confirms ongoing coordination for the sake of Pinoys in quake-hit Myanmar and Thailand. The chairman of the House Committee on Overseas Workers' Affairs has confirmed ongoing coordination with relevant local agencies to look after the welfare of Filipinos affected by the recent destructive earthquake in Myanmar and Thailand. This, as TNOG party list representative Jude Asadre expressed his group's sense of deep solidarity toward the people of Myanmar and Thailand in the wake of the 7.7 magnitude earthquake last March 28th. Asadre said in a statement Monday, March 31st, "As chairperson of the House Committee on Overseas Workers' Affairs, I express my full commitment to coordinating with the Department of Foreign Affairs, the Department of Migrant Workers, and the Philippine Overseas Labor Offices to ensure the safety and welfare of our overseas Filipino workers in the affected areas." Kanlaon Volcano emits thick ash plumes. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology said Kanlaon Volcano in Negros Island emitted ash plumes on Monday afternoon, March 31st, reaching as high as 1,500 meters above its summit. The ash emission began at 3:24 p.m. and continued for 3 hours before ceasing at 6:45 p.m. PHIVOLC said the ash drifted westward, affecting nearby areas including La Carlota City and Bago City, both in Negros Occidental. Kanlaon Volcano remains at alert level 3, indicating ongoing magmatic unrest. Communities within the 6-kilometer radius of the summit crater are urged to remain evacuated due to the risks of pyroclastic density currents, ballistic projectiles, ashfall, lava flows, rockfalls, and other associated hazards. Makabayan Solon slams Vice President Sara's dismissive remarks on EJK victims in her father's case. Gabriela Party List Representative Arlene Brosas on Monday, March 31st, said Vice President Sara Duterte's attempt to downplay the evidence against her father, former President Rodrigo Duterte, in the latter's crime against humanity charge, proved their disregard for human rights and justice. Brosas condemned the impeached vice president as she described her dismissive remarks as insensitive to the families of the victims of extrajudicial killings during the previous Duterte administration. At least 43 EJK cases were cited by the prosecution in its charges against the former leader before the International Criminal Court at The Hague in the Netherlands. According to Brosas, instead of calling others stupid, Vice President Sara should look at her own issues, particularly her office's anomalous confidential funds. No weather disturbance inside or outside the Philippine area of responsibility, according to PAGASA. State Weather Bureau, Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration reported on Tuesday, April 1st, that there is no tropical cyclone or low pressure being monitored inside or outside the Philippine area of responsibility. PAGASA said the easterlies, or warm and humid winds from the Pacific Ocean, continue to affect the country. According to the State Weather Bureau, cloudy skies with light rain are expected in Batanes and Babuyan Islands due to the northeasterly wind flow. Meanwhile, hot and humid weather is likely over the rest of Luzon, including Metro Manila, especially during noon and afternoon, with chances of isolated rain showers and thunderstorms in the late afternoon or evening. Israel strikes southern Beirut overnight, saying it targeted a Hezbollah official. The Israeli military struck a building in Beirut's southern suburbs early Tuesday, saying it targeted a member of the Hezbollah militant group. The airstrike came without warning days after Israel launched an attack on the Lebanese capital, Beirut, on Friday, for the first time since a ceasefire ended fighting between Israeli forces and the Hezbollah militant group in November. The Israeli military then had warned residents in the crowded suburbs before the attack after 2 projectiles were launched from southern Lebanon, which Hezbollah denied firing. Stay updated with the latest news. Visit our website at www.mb.com.ph or follow us on social media.